Welcome back. The CoachAMillerLight Show on the air, broadcasting today. Thankful to be here to continue on with our study of Abraham Hicks, Money and the Law of Attraction. Continuing right where we left off, Abraham says, so I listened to the audible version of the book and I wrote it down word for word, writing down. So you can read this in a book, you can listen to this in the audible version. And I wrote it while I was listening to it to tune myself to the frequency of the message. It is a spiritual discipline, a spiritual tool to tune ourselves to a higher frequency, understanding that whatever my attention is on, whatever my focus is on, I begin to vibrate at the frequency of. So turn down the news, turn up the music. Here's what I wrote down today from the teachings of Abraham, Money and the Law of Attraction. So they said, what to do in certain situations may not be clear to you. When we're not clear about what to do in certain situations, and I underline the word do because I'm understanding that life is not about doing, though we do. We do. But life is not about doing. Life is about who am I being while I'm doing what I'm doing. That our soul does not care what we do for a living. It's more about who am I being? Who am I being for a living? Am I being somebody who is recognizing that my current experience is the result of my past thinking, my past vibration, my past transmission? Am I accepting responsibility for my current condition? Am I understanding that I am at cause and not even myself currently isn't the cause of my current condition? My current self is the cause of the future condition that is coming to me, the present, the present. Remember we covered on the last show, present, present, the present is present, and it's the present, it's the gift. The present is a gift, and it was present to me by my past self. Pretty cool. So Abraham says, what to do in certain situations may not be clear to you. And you may at times not even be able to identify what you want to have. But there is never a time that you're not able to identify to some extent how you want to feel. So when I'm not sure what to do, I find myself there. After the last show, I was in a situation where I really wasn't sure what to do. And thank God for the message. The message came to me from the show of, it doesn't matter what you do, how do I want to feel? And so I started focusing on the way I wanted to feel. And then my conditions started to change. Things started to change. I started to know what to do as instead of trying to figure out what to do, right? Because there's not enough action in the world that we can take that's going to compensate for misaligned energy. So if my thoughts are not going in the positive direction, I could take action forever and not get the outcome I'm choosing. So Abraham goes on to say, in other words, you know you would rather be happy than sad. You know you would rather be refreshed than tired. You know you'd rather be invigorated than enervated. You know you would rather feel productive than unproductive. You know you would rather be free than confined. There's not enough action available to compensate for misaligned thought. When you begin to control the way you choose to feel by more deliberately choosing the direction of your thought, you'll discover the powerful leverage in thought. If you will bring yourself to a more deliberate control of your own thought, you'll bring yourself to a more deliberate control of your own life experience. Okay, so let's sum up the message today. When I'm in a situation and I'm not sure what to do, and may not even be sure what I choose to have, I always know what it is how it is I choose to feel. So start to focus on how I choose to feel rather than what I need to do or what it is I'd like to have. Focus on the way I choose to feel. And as I begin to focus on the way I choose to feel, what I'm really doing in doing that is controlling the direction of my thought. And this is the message. If I can gain control of the way I feel by more deliberately choosing the direction of my thought, then I will be able to gain control of my life experience.